What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ant for CancerMoonsTarot. Coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first one I see is the first one I read, and the first one I saw was Gemini. So let's go ahead and get it poppin'. Shout out to Craig. Let's see what's going on here for Team Gemini today. As always, everybody, if you're interested, check out my website for a personal reading. Okay, if you want to book me there, head over to my website. Only way to book a reading with me if you guys are interested. All right, let's say what's up here to some peeps, and then we'll go ahead and get it popping. So, Craig, what's going on? Zephyra, hello. Lori Lee, what's going on? Itty, what's popping? Rastafari, what's going on? Moon in Cancer. Libra, what's going on? Itty, Angelic, what's popping? Marissa, perfect timing. I woke up from a little nap. Love that for you. Very, very cool. What's going on? Amy G, Rastafari, what's up again? What's going on? LN, Zephyr said I was outside wondering when he was coming on. Here we are. That's what's up, baby. Amy, what's going on? Howdy to you. Yep, tomorrow we got the full moon. Very exciting stuff. What's going on, Julia Mitchell? How is it hanging here today? So, Team Gemini, we got you guys. Let's get you covered. Let's see what's going on here for your next 24. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff, okay? What do we got popping here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey, Jilly Bean, what's going on? Message is coming in here for Team Gemini, please. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for ya? Natalie, how's it hanging? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. All right, Geminis, let's see what's going to be in store for ya. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Wands. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, Leo. Coming into the current energy, Ace of Cups in the upright. What it is you're dealing with, Gemini, we got here the World in reverse. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Fool in the reverse position as well. So let's have a look here at your next 24 hours ahead. Team Gemini, you got here an Ace of Wands. You're pairing that Ace of Wands here to an Ace of Cups. So automatically for you, feels like you're in a space here where you're feeling reinvented, okay? Or reinventive is something that I'm hearing for you. So pretty interesting stuff. Ace of Cups showing up here represents like tons and tons of fulfillment, but the way that I'm picturing it like intuitively in my mind is like having tons and tons of energy. Do you know when you're really excited about something and you can feel all your chakras getting filled and you can just feel your body being filled with so much energy and so much excitement? I don't know why, Gems, but that's the vibe I'm feeling for you. It's a very creative and innovative time in your next 24 hours. I wouldn't be surprised if you come up with some pretty massive ideas, whether those are ideas about starting business, ideas about, you know, maybe you want to do something fantastic for Valentine's Day with your romantic partner. You could be getting some really intense, extravagant ideas to really woo your partner over. But at the end of the day, whether it's business, your personal path, something for you seems to be showing up in the next 24 hours that's bringing you tons of joy and excitement, and I love it for you, okay? So having a look here what you're dealing with. World in reversed. I'm hearing like, just when I thought that they took me out, they bring me back in, okay, Gemini? Giving me soprano vibes right now, but at the end of the day, that's what I'm feeling for you, okay? Some cycle is not yet over. It's like you're finding a way to reinvent yourself. You're not taking an L. You're not taking a loss. It's like just when you thought you were going out, you're coming back in. So it feels really wonderful for you in your next 24 hours. Having a look here at the outcome, Fool reverse, it's like, yeah, I don't need to dismiss something in my life. I'm reinventing something in my life, and it's fucking exciting. Maybe some of you had a business and maybe you thought, okay, this is the time where it's no longer going anywhere. And then suddenly it's like you get filled with this energy and excitement and ideas, and you're like, dude, I know what to do. You know, I know what to do now to fix the business, or I know what to do now to heal my relationship, or I know what to do now to really help myself out on my path. It's just like you're getting things figured out and you don't have to, you know, walk away from something anymore. So there's just this genuine burst of excitement showing up for you. So I feel fantastic with the energy of this reading. So take that if it resonates, right? Leave it if it doesn't. But Geminis, thanks for tuning in, man. You guys have a pretty awesome fucking reading. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, all right? All right, baby. Gemini, let's get it going. Thank you for stopping by. By the way, George, thank you for joining. Really appreciate ya. Thank you, my love. Thanks for coming on out. Heather Ann, what's up? Hey, Ant-Man, popping it like it's hot. Digging the blue light background. Smack them likes. Thank you, Heather Ann. Really appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day here so far. Red Skies, what up, what up? Hope you're having a great day here too, okay? All right, everybody, air signs went first, so let's do air, water, fire, and earth. Hopping into the water. Let's see what's going on here for our lovely and amazing Scorpio gang. What's popping here, baby? Messages showing up for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be going on here, please, for our zodiac sign of Scorpio in the next 24. Vincent Morel, thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate you. What do we got going on here for Scorpio? Ruby, thanks for being a member in the next 24 hours. Team Scorpio, let's check it out here, baby. Overall energy for you is going to be the 7 of Swords. Interesting, Scorps. You could be connecting here potentially with a air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Coming into the current energy for you, we got here the High Priestess in reverse. What it is you're dealing with here. Excuse me, we got a Queen of Swords in reverse, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the 7 of Wands in the reverse position. By the way, thank you everybody for those of you that are members. I'm pretty sure the memberships are like resubscribing people in real time, so we're probably going to see the membership thing just ding, 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 ding. So thank you guys for those of you that are part of my membership. Appreciate the resubscriptions, and shout out to all of you guys on screen. So really cool. So sorry guys if you kind of see that coming in sporadically, but anyhow, Scorpio, let's get into it. 7 of Swords coming in here is the overall energy. Pretty interesting. You got a 7 of Swords here. You're pairing it to a High Priestess reversed. I think that this is the energy that, and I'm going to be super blunt with you, it kind of feels like you've decided to, you had the inner knowing something was wrong, but it's like I decided to look the other way because I knew confronting the truth was going to be something that let me down. And you didn't want to face the truth. You didn't want to tap into that energy. And you know what? As a water sign myself, I can't tell you how many times I did the same thing. It's like, I know the reality of the situation. I know what my intuition's telling me, but I want to look the other way because I don't want to face what's right in front of me, right? So I feel like that's kind of been the vibe about a certain situation for you for a while. It could be about potentially your romantic situation. It could be about your career. It could be about your personal situation or situation with a friend. But you're in an energy right now where it's been tough for you, I think, to face the reality of something. So looking at what you're dealing with in the next 24 hours, Queen of Swords reversed, I think you're recognizing, like, I can't look the other way for too long anymore. Like, it's just not something that's valuable to me. It's not something that's helping me. Like, I need to address where I'm at, okay? So 7 of Swords could be representative of deception. Maybe some of you are dealing with partners that are doing things they shouldn't, and even though you know at a core they're doing something they shouldn't, maybe you've been looking another way or looking the other way all this time, but your next 24-hour period says, I can't do this anymore. I need to confront the truth. Maybe some of you are dealing with a shady or deceptive friend, a shady or deceptive boss, or maybe you're on a path where things aren't working to your favor, but at the end of the day, it's like, I need to address where I'm at and be honest with myself. So it's a pretty truth-hitting day, I think, for Scorpios in the next 24 hours, where you're being really honest with yourself about where you're at and what's going on. And, you know, looking at the outcome, you're taking off, you know, the armor, you're letting down the shield. 7 of Wands reversed. It's this time where you're deciding to be super honest and put your guard down, see where you're at, and address and assess your situation. So it is going to vary very significantly from Scorpio to Scorpio. You know, some of you could be dealing with a cheater. Some of you could be dealing with a shady friend. If it's not external, maybe it's internal. Maybe some of you guys were dealing with a rough situation yourself personally, but you've just looked the other way. And now you're realizing, I can't do that anymore. I need to do something about my situation. Maybe some of you guys have been, you know, spending a lot of money, and it's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we got in a bit of a rough situation here, so we have to address it, not ignore it. So I think it's a day where you're being super blunt with yourself, and it's a truth-hitting day where the truth really comes out, and it's like, all right, it's time to not look the other way anymore. It's time to look at this situation 100% for what it is, and then take action on it going forward, however the situation's, you know, resonating and panning out to you. So I like that. Don't get me wrong, guys. I know wholeheartedly what it's like to just look the other way, and I've done it for many various different situations in my life for very long extended periods of time, but eventually the truth will prevail. We can't escape from something forever, even if we want to, and I think that, you know, your next 24 hours is about all right, it's time to stop avoiding the problem and it's time to come up with a creative solution, okay, that's going to work out for you. So I see Scorpios focusing there in that energy. All right, guys, take that if it resonates though, leave it if it doesn't. But Scorps, thanks for coming out nonetheless. Really love and appreciate you. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, okay? All right here, baby. So we have touched base here so far with our water. We've also done our air. Let's go ahead and get on into our fire. All right, hopping on into the fire signs. Let's see what's going on here for our Saggy in the next 24 hours. Team Sagittarius, how you doing? Let's see what we got going on. What's coming on in here for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got in store here for you? Overall energy here for you is going to be the Death card, Sagittarius. You might be connecting with the Scorpio here for a few of you. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Three of Pentacles in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, Three of Cups in reverse, and then looking at the outcome, Sag, is going to be the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse as well. So got a couple reversals showing up, not necessarily the worst reversals to get. You know, having a look here at the overall energy, the Death, right? Death card is often representative of a massive change in transformation beginning to take place here in your life. So I feel for you guys, you're starting to see that something's changing, something's shifting. Maybe even possibly some of you have been seeing the number synchronicity 555. If you've been seeing that number synchronicity, that's usually a massive kind of like reminder of, hey, change is coming. It might be a little uncomfortable at first, but hey, it's change that's positive. That's going to work really well for you to your benefit. So having a look at what you're dealing with here, Three of Pents reversed. I think right now, Sagittarians, you're noticing something isn't working out, but at the end of the day, when things aren't always serving us or when things aren't working in our favor, remember to take that path of least resistance, right? When we're constantly meeting resistance with resistance, we're just going to be met with the outcome of resistance, right? But when we enable the flow, it's about not going in the direction of resistance. Instead of going against the tide, you're riding that wave. And I think that that's going to be really beneficial advice for you for your next 24 hours. So if you're a Sagittarius and you're noticing things aren't working for me, I've been dealing with tons of resistance, what should I do next? I think you should go with the flow, ride that wave. Because whatever's changing and shifting, it's going to be a blessing in disguise for you. Even if right now it doesn't seem like a blessing, something's working out for you. You might just not have all the answers yet. And that's usually how it goes, right? Having a look at what you're dealing with. Three of Cups reversed. I think you're unhappy right now that something doesn't feel like it's working out for you, Sagittarius, but I need to tell you to trust the process. I can't tell you how many times I've witnessed in my life and the lives of others, people facing resistance consistently. And every time they have decided to kind of continue to be in that resistant energy, they've continued to delay their beautiful new beginning. Because every time they finally let go, everything magically worked out for them. They got something amazing out of it. You know, maybe some people were refusing to let go of a job. And at the end of the day, the time that they finally did, they got a better job moving forward as a reward, right? Have you ever seen that one person who's been stuck on stupid forever? Not saying this is you guys, but have you ever seen a friend who is stuck on stupid forever? And they've been consistently stuck on that person. And then the moment they finally let go of that individual, they meet like the love of their lives, you know? So this is a time here where rejection's God's protection. Allow yourself to walk away from resistance right now. Ride that wave, guys. Go with the flow, and you're going to be met with a beautiful new change in your life. I really feel that for you. You got to trust the process here. Having a look at the outcome, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles reversed here is representative of allow yourself to let go. Don't keep on working and meeting resistance with resistance. Just note and acknowledge change is coming your way. And even though change can be uncomfortable, uncomfortability or discomfort is a sign of growth. If we're not in discomfort, we're not growing. If we stay in a comfort zone forever, we're going to stay where we always are. So allow yourself to shift. Changes are coming in. You may not see the beauty of them yet, but if you let go and if you allow yourself to go with the flow, I'm telling you, you're going to see that beautiful ass change, and you're going to see why things changed for you, and you're going to have a beautiful new beginning in store for you. So Sagittarians, that would be my best advisory. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for tuning in here nonetheless. Really appreciate you, Team Saggy. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you all so much, okay? All right, baby. So we have touched base here with our fire, water, and air. We're going to be getting into the earth signs here shortly. Zephyr said, is that an earring in his ear I see? Well, yeah, I did recently get these. I've had my ears pierced since I was 18 years old. I used to wear earrings a lot. Unfortunately, like the stud earrings really started to like create a problem for me when I would wear them. You know, my ears would constantly be, you know, in pain and infected. So I just stopped wearing studs, and it took me a long time to buy like a pair of hoops. What these are, they're like the huggy ones. They're not like the hoops that dangle too much. But I got these for Christmas, so been wearing them lately. Pretty comfortable and enjoyable. I like these earrings a lot, and yeah, it suits my style. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, I have been taking my earrings out previously because of, I don't know, man, studs just aren't working for me anymore. Even if they're real stuff, I feel like my ears just don't react really positively to them, unfortunately. So yeah, thanks for noticing though. All right, anyhow guys, getting on into our earth signs, we're gonna jump on in to our lovely and amazing dun 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 Virgo gang. What's popping here, baby? Message is showing up here for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Virgo, please, in the next 24 hours? Hey, Cody. He said I was saying, where's Aunt to my friends? And here you are. Here I am. Welcome in, Cody. George said, also, I've been following you since 2020, but sometimes a mama's is broke. Glad to see the new perks. Oh, well, glad to have you, you know. Really appreciate you coming out here nonetheless, and I appreciate the membership, and really welcome in. Thank you so much, okay? All right. For my beautiful Virgo gang, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully we're looking at some awesome sauce. Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be the Nine of Swords in reverse. I love that. It's kind of like a phew type of moment where things feel good. We're reducing anxiety. We're letting go of negativity. We're in a calm demeanor in the next 24 hours, which looks great. Looking at the current energy, Hierophant in reverse, what you're dealing with at this time, Page of Wands in the upright, and then taking a look at the outcome for you is going to be the Five of Wands in reverse showing up here as well. So let's take a look here and see what's up at this time. Now, you start out here first and foremost with the Nine of Swords reversed, and then you pair that here to the Hierophant in the reverse position too. So it feels good to not be committed. I'm hearing off the hook, Virgo. I don't know what you're off the hook with, but it feels good to not be in some sort of commitment anymore that I feel like you definitely didn't want to be committed to. That could be a relationship, that can be a job, that could be some sort of liability. If some of you are dealing with, you know, judicial situations, anything going on with legality or anything going on with liability, it might feel nice to get off the hook. You could have had something to do with like taxes, IRS, could have something to do with judicial system, however that applies to you. So some of you can be getting off the hook with liability, especially for those of you that are businesses that didn't have an LLC, like a limited liability company. Maybe you guys are now getting an LLC. There's a loophole in the system. Now you're off the hook for liability. I don't know. A lot of stuff going on here, Virgo. A lot of different situations, but off the hook. You can breathe now, you can sleep now. There's no reason to be anxious about something anymore. I think that if you've had any sort of commitment or ties to something, it's nice that those ties are unraveled and that commitment here is unraveled as well. Looking at what you're dealing with, Page of Wands, feeling like you can have a fresh start now, okay? And also Page of Wands is genuinely as well the energy of like being able to enjoy yourself. So you're happy, you can enjoy yourself, you feel good. So I think that if you've been pretty stressed out, maybe some of you have been stressed out about a relationship, stressed out about work, stressed out about a situation where there was liability involved. You feel good. You feel now that you're off the hook and you can put your focus onto something much more enjoyable than what was, you know, previously freaking you out. Yeah, looking at the outcome. Seriously, guys, stress is dissipating for you in the next 24 hours. You know, this is about getting weight lifted off your shoulders. If you've had any sort of stressful situation, you know, weighing you down. Some of you guys maybe had a promise or a commitment to fulfill that you didn't want to. Maybe that suddenly gets canceled. And you don't have to do it anymore. That can make you feel really good too. So I think something was worrying you and freaking you out a bit, but it feels good. I think that for your next 24 hours, you're at a point in time here where you feel off the hook. You are no longer committed to something. You get to focus your energy elsewhere. You feel good. Okay. I like it, Virgo. No other better way to put it. It just definitely seems like if there's been any stress and any anxiety, any worry, that is all gone. Love that for you. We're going to keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. Thank you for tuning in, Virgo. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for tuning in nonetheless. We're going to keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. So everybody, we have touched base here so far with our first batch of zodiac signs. We're going to get on into our next batch here shortly. Earth Angel 1111 asked me, I have a question. Do you think we're going to see World War III in our lifetime? I don't have the answer for that, and personally I've chosen to never look into it. I would hope that we could get to a better timeline. I think that there's a lot of conflict in the world between everybody. And I think that it is likely that there's a lot of tension that, you know, with this tension, if it keeps going in the same direction, I'd say, yeah, I'm sure we will, unfortunately. You know, if the tension doesn't get reduced, if people don't start making changes, I think we're going to be heading in that direction. And I think it's a very massive possibility. But I think that if we as individuals can shift our timeline, I think that if we as a collective can vote and put in the best people we can to get the job done, and if we can use our voice as we are the people, right? Instead of allowing dickheads and governments to basically create wars that we have to end up fucking fighting, you know, I think if we can do this together and unite, you know, we can be looking at a timeline where that won't happen. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world ever since 2020. And it's unfortunate what a lot of people have to go through. And it's unfortunate right now. And my heart goes out to a lot of people right now in countries that are fighting in wars that, you know, the people are suffering, right? But not the people who are on top. The government isn't suffering, the people are. And it's sad. So I would like to hope and pray and do my best to play my part in hopes that we can avoid that and avoid that shift and try to shift into something magnificent and wonderful to where people can have peace. But I think as long as people are not in a place where they can respect the power of the people, it's going to be difficult with the timeline that we're on. So I would pray it doesn't get to that, but I truly don't have the answer. The thing with timelines is timelines are always changing. It depends really, you know, what timeline we end up on. You know, I can predict tomorrow that yes, that would be something that would happen and unfold. But if the timeline shifts in the next day or so, it might be the opposite. So I truly don't think I can predict that. I think I could see that happening if we stay on course, but hopefully we all deter and we bring more peace into the world. And I hope that, you know, we the people can continue to unite, because I think one of the most beautiful things about everybody uniting together is that there will always be more of us than there is of them. And I think that we need to remember we have the power. And I think a lot of us have forgotten that, because we've allowed people in very big positions of power to believe that they own us. And the moment that we no longer show that we are going to be tamed and that we're going to be owned, that is a completely different lane. I think that that's going to be a completely different ball game. So just throwing that out there to say the least, okay? Anyhow, guys, yes, we'll get to Pisces soon. Thank you for watching. We'll be getting to everybody's zodiac signs as soon as I can, so stay tuned, y'all. Always remember, if you ever want to go ahead and skip to your sign, you can tune in after the live. We'll have timestamps posted for you, okay? Absolutely, Rastafarian. Yes, they do. Yes, they do indeed. Hi, Josie. You said, hi, and I want to congratulate you for growing your channel. I was with you back in the basement era. Keep up the great work and inspiring all of us. Thank you. I like how a lot of people reference it as the basement era. Thank you guys, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, I miss that basement sometimes, man. It was a great place. You know, my sister and I shared a room for 17 years. So she stood upstairs, I moved downstairs, and it was wonderful having freedom and my own like personal space to myself. So that was great. It was like a mini apartment for me, right? Which was really, really cool. Geez, Amy, who knows, right, Amy? There you go. But anyhow, guys, give me a couple more moments. We're gonna get into our next batch soon. Give me one sec. I dropped my vape over here. Let me pick it up. Dun, dun, dun. How's everybody's day going so far, man? I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope it's all going well, man. Very happy Mondays. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the $9.99, my love. Helps out more than you know. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Excuse me, guys. Ugh. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Thank you so much. Your mom just said hi. Hi to mom. What's going on? What's going on, Josie's mom? How are you? Thank you so much for watching over here. Hey, everybody just got home from work. Hey, Fawn. How was your day? Hope it was well. Peace and healing on earth. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. Peace and healing on earth. And I hope that we all as a collective can do our best to play that part. So guys, remember you have a voice. That's all I'm going to say. Before we move forward to other signs, there's a lot happening in the world, but remember you have a voice. Remember you have light. Remember you have power. Even if they want you to forget, you do. Okay? So remember that always. Use your voice always. I'm not out here telling people do violent things. Don't do violent things. Don't be a dickhead. Okay? Be peaceful in society. But use your fucking voice, because that's your biggest power. Okay? 100%. Hey, Alyssa, you're falling asleep at your desk at work. Oh boy, hopefully you get out of work soon so you can get yourself some rest and chillax. You're a spicy, feisty Pisces. I like that. That all rhymes. That's cool. All right, y'all, let's get into it. We're going to jump back in. And we started with air signs today. So let's go on it. Let's go ahead and hop on into the birthday peeps and see what's going on here for Aqua. What's showing up here, team Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is going to be rolling up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for you? Go ahead and have ourselves a look. I want to wish you guys a happy birthday, happy Aqua season. Hope it's been pretty damn well so far. Starting out with the overall energy, we got here the Empress. You could be connecting here potentially with a Libra for a few of you. Coming into the current energy, we got here the King of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Knight of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Knight of Wands in the upright position. So team Aquarius, so far so good is what I'm seeing coming in. You start out here with the Empress card. Empress is often representative of being in a space of growth, but it's about also being in a space of like really deep self-love and self-acceptance. So I feel like a lot of you are in a good place with yourself, and that's kind of the focal point of the reading. Looking at the current energy, you have here the King of Cups. King of Cups here is often representative of being in a great space emotionally, so you feel very emotionally well in your next 24 hours. And I think it has a lot to do with what you've distanced yourself from. So Aquarians, for some of you, you could have distanced yourself from a specific person, or maybe you distanced yourself from media, like watching the news, or maybe watching certain things. Maybe you stopped social media, you cut out social media. It could be something of that nature. You know, I can't tell you guys how many times I try to avoid Twitter now, which is now X, because they have a For You page on it. But the moment you go on Twitter, all you see is horrible, violent things. Like, I don't know why Twitter has become that, but Twitter is nothing but just like the worst of the worst crap now in comparison to when it used to be good. So with that all being said, if you guys want to avoid seeing a bunch of violent crap and low vibrational situations and shit like that, you might want to steer clear from Twitter. Anyhow, though, Knight of Swords in the reverse position here is just like, I've removed myself from a lot of stuff. And it could be people, it could be bad habits, it could be, you know, social media, it could be literally anything, but I feel like you've been wholeheartedly working on yourself. And throughout this process of working on yourself, you've had so many results with self-love and self-acceptance, and I think that you have put yourself into such a wonderful space in terms of how you feel emotionally. Looking at the outcome here, Aquarius, it's like, I'm at a point right now where my life is moving forward and I'm going with the flow and I'm happy with myself and I have no complaints. For your reading, guys, I think you're in a wonderful space. Knight of Wands here is like, I'm in a path right now where I genuinely feel good and I want to keep up with this energy. So you're building momentum in your life. Guys, when you can love yourself and accept yourself, when you are in a great space emotionally, you have such a wonderful opportunity to create a lot of success. When people are in very low bad spots or vibrational or low vibrational places in life, it can be very difficult for them to create wonderful things. But when we're in super high vibes, we are in a endless access to beautiful energy and creation energy at that. So I just want to point this out here. If you're in this great energetic space, capitalize on it, take advantage of it, Aquarius. You can create some really wonderful things with your powerful, high vibrating energy. So put out some wonderful things into the world because you're going to get that back here tenfold, okay? Nonetheless, though, looks like a really fun, warm, inviting day in your next 24 hours. You look great emotionally. You look positive. I think a lot of you have been working on yourself, and I think many of you are seeing the results of that in your next 24-hour period. So I'm happy for you, baby. A lot of it had to do with what you cut out. Guys, when we cut out the things that are creating the low vibrational energy in our lives in the first place, we're going to feel so much better going forward because we're not having that affect us. The truth is that environments can affect you, right? You ever heard that saying that you are who your friends are? Or if you ever heard that saying that your environments, you could be the byproduct of your environment, it's very true. As much as we're all individuals and we have our own individual beliefs and personalities, etc., we can be influenced by who we're around or the environment we're around. So we always want to be very mindful of anything like that that could be affecting us and making sure we're setting ourselves up in the proper environment to have a proper positive influence if we are being influenced at that time. All right, Aquarius, love it for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. Happy birthday, guys, and thanks for watching, okay? All right, everybody, we have done our air. Let's get back on into our water. Going into the water signs, we're going to have a look here at the lovely and amazing Cancer gang. Let's see what's going on here for our crabs. Message is showing up here for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information, please, is showing up here for Team Cancer in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for you? What's popping for our Cancer gang? Overall energy for you is going to be the Five of Cups. Looking at the current energy, we got here the Four of Wands, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the King of Swords, and then looking at the outcome, Cancerian, is going to be the Two of Wands in the reverse position. So let's have a look at you and see what we got in store for you. Team Cancer, Five of Cups could often represent the energy of grief, but I think what's happening here for you is you're kind of recognizing, I've been focusing on these three cups that have been knocked over for far too long. Maybe it's time I turn around. The Five of Cups, if she was to turn around and see those two cups still left standing, she would recognize that there is still something good out there. No matter what I've lost, there's still more to gain. That's what the Five of Cups teaches you in terms of lessons when you look at it, when you look at that tarot card in general. The lesson of the Five of Cups is despite losing something, Three of Cups, basically those cups are knocked over, we've lost something we've cared for. If you were to turn around and see the two cups still standing, no matter how much we lose in life, we also have so much more to gain. So Cancer, I think a lot of you are going to start to see that and the only reason I say that is because looking at the current energy being the Four of Wands represents stability. It represents feeling refreshed. It represents having a good environment. Like, I feel like this could be maybe your friends pointing that out to you. Maybe some of you guys are going to have friends tell you in the next 24 hours, like, Cancer, listen, you might have lost someone or something. Maybe, you know, you're not with this person anymore in a relationship, or maybe you don't have this job anymore, or maybe you don't have something in life you cared about previously, but there's always going to be more good things coming towards you, right? So I feel like somebody's guiding you in that direction. So it can be environmental. It can be a friend. It could be a family member giving you this advice. It could be me giving you this advice. It could be maybe spirituality, like connecting to your guides and your guides telling you this, God telling you this. This could be the energy coming through from a really close friend, however it applies to you. But I feel like your environment here in your next 24 hours is reassuring you, like, Cancer, life may have its turns and we may lose things we've cared about, but we also have so much more to gain. So that's what's showing up here as a lesson. And it's a very valuable one, guys, because it's incredibly true. Looking at what you're dealing with here, King of Swords, you're like, all right, you know what? True. Absolutely true. There is more to gain. And I'm going to try my best here to stay disciplined in that kind of ideology is what I think you're saying here. It's like, I'm going to try to be as disciplined as I can to stay focused on the fact that there is more to gain here in life. So looking at the outcome, Two of Wands reversed, you know, instead of being stuck between a rock and a hard place, in reference to remaining stuck on what I've lost, I'm going to do my best here to look the other way and look in a different direction and propose an idea that I focus on what I can gain anyhow for the foreseeable future. You know, there's always something out there. There is always something better too. So I'm going to be open to that as much as I can rather than be resistant to that, you know? So it's about letting go. It's about saying it's okay to be upset that we've lost something we've cared for, but there is more to gain out there. And I want to be open to that so that I can receive it at that point in time when something beautiful and new is ready to come forward here in my life. So I like that, Cancer. It's a very important and powerful message, okay? All right, Team Cancer. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning on in, okay? Much love, baby. So we've done our water and we've done our air. Let's get on into the fire. Jumping into our fire signs. Team Leo, let's see what's popping on in here for you. What do we got showing up here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey, what's going on, Cookie? Scorpio rising here. The Scorpio read was on point. Happy to resonate with you. Thank you so much for watching. What do we got showing up here for Team Leo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for you? Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Fool in reverse. Having a look here at the current energy, we got here the Four of Pentacles. What you're dealing with, Lion Gang, we got here the Six of Wands. And then looking at the outcome for Leo peeps is going to be the Two of Swords in the reverse position. So let's have a look here at you, Leo. I do want to mention first and foremost, you could be connecting here possibly with an Aries, as we do have here the Fool. Now, Fool in the reverse here being paired to the Four of Pentacles, that kind of seems to me like maybe you're having a difficult time letting something go. Four of Pentacles can represent holding on, but Fool in reverse can represent having a hard time like getting to that step of being able to let go. So I feel like it's been kind of tricky to let something go, or maybe you've been having like a bit of a tricky time getting something off your mind. It could be that energy too. Looking at what you're dealing with, Six of Wands, something's really been grabbing your attention, Leo. Jeff, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you so much. Leo, I feel like something's really been distracting you, or like it's really heavily been grabbing your attention. So you've had a hard time letting go because it's been like everywhere. You know, if it's a person, maybe you had a hard time letting them go because maybe they're constantly wanting attention from you, or maybe your friend is constantly talking about them, or everywhere you go, you hear something about them. That can be tricky and tough, right? Because when you're constantly getting a reminder of somebody you're trying to move on from, you know, they're always showing up. They're always in your head. It's like, whoa, this is tough. This is difficult. But I think what you have to do here, Leo, is no matter how much you're getting this energy basically kind of thrown in your face in a way of what you're trying to move on from, you have to be the person to make the conscious choice to let it go, right? Two of Swords reversed. Let's say, for example, maybe you see somebody at work every day. Maybe it was your ex-partner. At the end of the day, you have to choose to let them go. And even if you see them and you're consciously reminded of them very frequently and often, you have to be the person to choose to say, hey, I'm letting them go. I'm letting go of my connection to them, of the relation that I had to them, and I'm ready to move forward. And if I see him, I see him, but I'm not going to keep on holding on to that energy that we once shared and once had, right? So whatever it may be that you're holding on to, it's not so much that you have to let go of ever seeing a person again or ever seeing a situation happen again, but let go of the emotional residue you have left over there and use it as a conscious choice. I think a lot of people think that, like, when you and someone break up, you know, if they're on your mind a lot, you know, a lot of people believe that they're stuck. Like, dude, you're going to have them on your mind, you know? You can move on from somebody when you're breaking up with them or when you're getting broken up with. You can have them on your mind. It doesn't mean that you're not in the process of moving on, or it doesn't mean that you still love them. It just means you're thinking about the situation because it's a fresh situation, right? So don't put so much pressure on yourself, Leo, to get out of your head in a situation. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to say, I got to stop thinking about this person, or I got to stop thinking about this situation. If you're choosing to not bear the emotional burden anymore, then that's you choosing to move on. And that's exactly what I think you guys should do. Okay. So that would be my advice here for Leo peeps. Of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But at the end of the day here, guys, just note and acknowledge if a situation or a person is on your mind, it doesn't mean that you're inherently stuck. You're only stuck if your emotions are still invested in that situation, and that's what you're having a difficulty moving on from. So definitely something here to keep in mind, okay? Hopefully I explained that reading the right way. I feel like it could have come off weird or like not understandable, so hopefully you guys get it, but you know, take it if it resonates, right? Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you, Leo, for coming out nonetheless. Much love and appreciation to you. All right, guys, we're gonna keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. Leo, by the way, before we actually head out, you have 111 viewers in the chat at the time that we're doing your reading. 111 usually signals brand new beginnings, represents brand new beginnings, and a beautiful new journey ahead. So pretty excited for you guys seeing that. So definitely can be a wonderful new journey in store for you. All right. All right, Team Leo, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. All right, we've done our fire, we've done the water, we've done the air. Let's get back into the earth, jumping into the earth signs. Team Taurus, let's have a look at you and see what we got going on. What's going on here for our bull gang, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here for Team Taurus, please, in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for our lovely and amazing bull gang? Team Taurus, baby, overall energy for you is going to be the Devil. You could be connecting here possibly with a Capricorn for a few of you. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Page of Wands in reverse. What you're dealing with, Taurus, we got here the Ten of Swords. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Death in the upright position. So let's have a look here at you. I do want to mention you could be connecting with a Scorpio. You also could be connecting here with a Capricorn. So take that how that resonates personally to you. Now, you got a Devil card here, and you're also pairing that with the Page of Wands in reverse. So for me, Team Taurus, it kind of feels like you've really haven't been super happy being invested in a situation lately. I feel like you're starting to feel like a situation is turning sour or toxic, and you're seeing it happening in real time in your next 24 hours. Maybe you're starting to begin to see how a person in your life is a toxic person. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe this friend is becoming like very, very attached to you, and that negative attachment or that toxic attachment energy could be panning out, and you're like, whoa, this is triggering me. I don't like it. Maybe some of you are connecting with somebody romantically. You could start to see maybe a side of them becoming very possessive, and you're like, I don't like this either. So I feel like you're being triggered here because you're starting to see kind of this energy of somebody who's making you feel trapped. It could be that maybe somebody makes you feel smothered. Maybe somebody here is becoming very possessive. Maybe somebody here is becoming very controlling. And it doesn't have to, believe it or not, just be a lover. These can be friends. These can be family members, right? So if you're picking up on that vibe and that energy, you are like, no, I feel too restricted. I want to get out. So looking at what you're dealing with, Ten of Swords, I do see some of you potentially ending this situation and relationship in the next 24 hours due to the nature of not feeling like you can be your free and your true self. There's definitely some sort of toxic energy that's been weighing you down heavily, and I don't think you like it at all. I feel like Taurians here are super triggered, and it's like, I got to get out of Dodge. This is not energy that I resonate with, right? Having a look here at the outcome for you, the Death card, it's like, unless things were to happen to change, this is not energy that I wish to associate with. So you kind of seem to be nipping things in the bud in the next 24 hours with somebody. It could be a friend, family member, lover, could be literally anybody, but it's like the moment you start seeing that toxic energy arising from them, specifically these kinds of toxic energies, which would be controlling. It would be the energy of somebody as well. What are my examples that I just stated? I know controlling, somebody who's being possessive, a person here who's maybe putting you down, or somebody who's being toxic and manipulative. It's like the moment you're seeing these energies, you want to kind of go your own way. So Taurus, I feel like for you, what you're saying is like, unless this person would change out of that Death card, I don't know if I could really associate with them, because these energies showing up have been pretty triggering to you personally, okay? So I see you guys taking some time here away from somebody. For some, it may be permanent, but for other Taurians, it might just be some time. Maybe you're going to give this person another chance and let them know how you feel, but you don't want to be trapped in this right here, okay? All right, my bull gang, I love you. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you so much for tuning in nonetheless. Do wish you a great rest of your day, okay, Taurus? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Now, guys, we have finished up our second batch of Zodiacs. Real quick before we continue, I just want to text my girlfriend real quick. I know she wants to make dinner soon because it's getting a little late over here, so I'm going to tell her she can start because we only got one more batch left. So let me shoot her a quick text. Hey, I only have 4 signs left, so if you want to start dinner, feel free to. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to shoot that text over to her real quick because it is getting a little bit late too anyhow. So yeah, but anyways, Jessica, thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy your membership, and thank you so much. Okay, all right, guys, let me get some H2O in me, and then we'll hop on into our last and our final batch. Okay. Shout out to everybody today. Happy Wednesday, guys. Hope it's been well so far. What's going on, Sunflower? Hi, guys. I don't usually catch lives. Well, welcome in. Happy to have you. Red Sky, what's for dinner, you asked? That's going to be ravioli tonight, so I'm excited, man. Super excited. Every time I say ravioli, I get reminded of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formioli. So I get that in my mind. But yeah, it's going to be ravioli for tonight, so super stoked on that. Super stoked on that for sure. I had Wendy's earlier today, so that was like the only thing I ate today. So I'm pretty excited for some ravioli, some home cooked meals. Yeah, man, that's gonna be some good stuff. Anyhow, y'all, we'll be getting on into it soon. Yummy, yeah, it's gonna be yummy for sure, man. I do want to say real quick for the 82 peeps in the chat, if you're having fun, drop a like, guys. Would appreciate it. Dropping likes really helps out on the channel. So if you guys want to support me in any way possible, hit that like button. And if you're new here too, consider subscribing and hitting that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family, okay? All right, here, baby. We finished up Leo already, L Moses. So if you want to go ahead and scroll back, feel free to. But yeah. Leo's done. Lastly, for the fire will be Aries, okay? Sounds so bomb. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm super duper excited. I haven't had like a good ravioli in a minute. And it's interesting because, you know, my girlfriend's more of like a vegetarian, so tonight it doesn't matter. Like, she still eats cheese, so like tonight I think we're having normal ravioli, but for a while she got me on a kick with like some vegan raviolis that were actually pretty fucking good. But we're getting that old school Italian packed with beautiful and awesome cheeses and different cheeses tonight, so super fucking hyped for that, man. You know, my body might not be hyped for it tomorrow morning, but at the end of the day, I'm hyped for it now, right? Exciting times, man. Anyhow, guys, let's get into our last and final 4. We're going to hop back into the air. Going into air signs, we're going to take a look here at the lovely and amazing Libra. So let's go ahead and get it popping. By the way, Jessica, hi. You said, hi, Aunt, favorite reader. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And thanks so much for watching. What do we got showing up here for Libra, please? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up here for our zodiac sign of Libra in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for you, beautiful Libra gang? overall energy for you is going to be the Tower in reverse. You might be connecting here possibly with a Scorpio for a few of you, taking a look into the current energy. 7 of Cups in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with Libra. We got here the Hangman in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you guys is going to be the 4 of Cups in reverse. So Team Libra, let's go ahead and get it popping. You got here a Tower reversed, and then you pair that here with a 7 of Cups reversed. So right now it kind of feels like you're avoiding right now being a little bit too open to different opportunities and ideas. I'm hearing that you're trying to stay focused on one thing at a time. So that's generally pretty good. I tell people a lot, like, if you don't want to overwhelm yourself, you know, allow yourself to focus on one step and one thing at a time. So I kind of feel like you're taking your time tomorrow. You're going slow in a situation. Maybe it's work. Some of you could have started a new job. So maybe instead of rushing and getting super overwhelmed, it's like, let me take my time in the next 24 hours. Maybe for other groups of Libras, this could be about pacing yourself because maybe you just have a lot of overwhelming things going on in life. Could be a lot of overwhelming feelings. Could be a lot of overwhelming situations. So I want to take it one step at a time and not get myself a little bit too riled up or emotional or overwhelmed, right? Looking at what you're dealing with here. Hangman reversed. I think by taking tomorrow a bit slower, it works out so much better for you. Like, you guys are going to feel okay. You're going to make it through your day, and it's going to be good. I think it's going to be something that's going to benefit you, right? Looking at the outcome, 4 Cups reversed, you know, if I just kind of ignore being too... what's the word I'm looking for here? If I kind of ignore the energy of being too overwhelmed, and if I just focus on tunneling in and focusing in and locking in at one step and one thing at a time, it's like tomorrow will be a much easier day. So I would recommend that, guys. I don't know what's potentially overwhelming you. It could just be like a lot happening, a lot of feelings. It could be a lot of work, possibly a lot of drama. But whatever you're dealing with, you know, you're not facing anything you can't handle. However, I just think it would be so much better that instead of trying to take everything head on, you give yourself the opportunity to decompress and just focus on one thing at a time. I think that'll be the most beneficial for you, okay? All right, Team Libra. Interesting. Take that if it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for tuning in nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So shout out to Team Libra, and thank you guys for watching, okay? So we have finished up our air. All the air signs are done. Let's get back into our water. And going into the water, Team Pisces, let's see what we got going on here for the fish. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. All right. Message is coming in here for Pisces, baby. Oop, give me 1 second. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for the fish? Message is showing up here for Team Pisces, please. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on? Let's take a look here, Team Fish. I'm hearing Dory saying, just keep swimming. So maybe some of you got to keep swimming, Pisces. Overall energy for you is going to be the 7 of Swords in reverse. Looking at the current energy, 9 of Swords in reverse. What you're dealing with here, the Star in reverse, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. My throat's a little shot today, but looking at what you're dealing with, Star in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Hierophant in the reverse position too. So let's have a look here at you, Pisces. Hopefully we're looking at some awesome sauce. 7 of Swords reversed. I feel like for you guys, it's the energy where you're not so focused anymore, I think, on what can be... I feel like you're choosing to focus on what's helping you versus hurting you. At this time, 9 of Swords reverse is a great energy to see for you because it represents the reduction of anxiety, the reduction of being upset, the reduction of sadness. You're getting into a space where you feel a lot better mentally. And I think the reason why a lot of you are feeling better mentally is because you're choosing to focus on what actually can help you. Right? So your next 24-hour period says, I want to focus on the healthy stuff. I want to focus on a healthy mindset, maybe be around healthy people. Maybe some of you are like really consuming tons of healthy and awesome foods, right? Maybe high nutrients, some stuff like that. But I feel like you're really helping yourself in your next 24 hours, right? The more that I can invoke healthy energies and do healthy things, the more I'm going to have healthy results, right? Looking at what you're dealing with, Pisces, Star in reverse. I'm hearing for some of you with the Star reverse, it's like you feel like you fell off your path. Maybe some of you feel like you fell off your path in terms of a mental health regimen. Maybe some of you feel like you fell off your path in terms of like living a healthy lifestyle, however that may apply to you. I think though it's probably going to resonate to the majority of you for the first one. Maybe you feel like you haven't been on top of your mental health as much, and that could have been really hard for you. Maybe it's been affecting you a lot lately, but in the next 24, it's like that's not going to be the case here anymore. I want to stay on top of my mental health. I really want to work on that. So looking at the outcome here, Hierophant reversed, you know, right now, what I think I need to do is I need to focus on kind of doing what works for me. The thing about the Hierophant is the Hierophant can represent the status quo, such as society or people, and it could represent people's like opinions or what society values and what society has to offer. So, you know, Pisces, maybe people are telling you, hey, like if you've been upset or depressed lately, you should try this and you should try that. But I think that you're realizing I need to stop taking other people's advice on what works for me. At the end of the day, I am going to know what's best for myself. And your next 24 hours says it's time for me to do what's best for me and to start doing the healthy things that I know are going to work for me. And it's time to get back on track with that. So that's what I'm feeling for you. And I think that's really true, guys. You know, I think a lot of people out there think that, you know, mental health tips and exercises are a one size fits all. Okay. It's not like that at the end of the day. You know, it's not like that at all in the slightest. So when it comes to your own personal mental health, it's not a one size fits all in terms of methods. It's in terms of what works for you. Okay. So with that being said here for you, Pisces, I think that it's a good thing to see you focusing on, you know, your personal health again, right? Healthy mindset or even physical health. I think it's great to see you being conscious in that manner. And I think it's great to see you guys, you know, doing your best here to focus on what's going to help you rather than hurt you and get back on track there. So happy to hear that. Happy you're doing what you know is going to work for you. And I'm proud of you, baby. So cheers to high vibration moving forward. Okay. I love it, Pisces. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but glad to have you here anyhow, okay? All right, baby, let's go ahead and move forward. So we have finished up all of our water signs for the daily read. We're going to hop on in now, everybody, to our fire, okay? By the way, Jocelyn, hi. You said, the aunt, thank you again for the birthday shout out and message. That means so much to me. You're the best. Of course, you're very welcome. I really do hope you had a fantastic birthday, Jocelyn. And thanks for being here. Really means a lot, okay? All right, everybody, getting into fire. Team Ram fam, where have the Rams been out today? I feel like I haven't seen any Aries today, man. Usually my Ram fam's out here representing. What's going on? Anyhow, Aries, hi. Let's see what's going on with you, baby. What do we got showing up here for our Aries gang in the next 24 hours? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we got going on for you? Message is showing up here for Team Aries in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. What's happening? What's crack-a-lacking? And what's popping? There's Kevin. What's going on, Kevin, brother? How you doing? Appreciate you tuning in. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Swords in reverse. Coming into the current energy, we have here the Page of Cups. What you're dealing with, Ram fam, we have here the Strength. And then looking at the outcome for Team Aries is going to be the Temperance in the reverse position as well. So let's have a look at you and see what we got in store. Team Aries, you got here an Ace of Swords reversed. Then you pair that here to a Page of Cups in the upright. So I think right now you're definitely moving forward in a positive space. However, Team Aries, I also think that maybe you're choosing to not communicate and kind of withdraw from somebody at this time. So it's like you're doing you in your next 24 hours. You seem to be in a good energy without someone, though. I think that you're choosing not to talk to someone, so you're kind of just choosing to put your energy into something else. Ace of Swords reversed, I guess, in a way doesn't have to necessarily mean a person. Maybe you guys are choosing not to do something and to do you instead. So maybe it's not a person, but I think for the majority of you, it probably is. So some of you in your next 24 hours might be saying, hey, I'm going to just not talk to this person. I'm going to withdraw from them. And at the end of the day, I'm going to go out there and do me, because looking at the outcome here, Temperance reverse, it's like every time I do talk to this person or every time I'm around this person, I feel low vibrational, unhappy, or unbalanced. So I think a lot of you here are trying to walk away from some sort of energy vampire in your life. And immediately what I got a flash of was like a mom. So it could be a significant family member, like a mom or a dad, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, etc. It really can be somebody within the family sector that you may personally feel is this energetic vampire. But whether it's a family member, a friend, a lover, there seems to be that energetic vampire presence. And I think that you are like, I can't do this right now. Because you're becoming aware of that. You can see how they take your energy. You can see how they deplete you. You can feel how they drain you. And you don't want to be a part of it anymore. You don't want to enable it anymore. So definitely seeing you avoiding here this kind of person in the next 24 hours, okay? All right, Ram fam, of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for tuning in nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you, all right? All right, everybody, we have done all of our fire, all of our water, all of our air. We're going to get on into our last and final zodiac. And that zodiac is going to be Team Capricorn. So let's see what's showing up here for our Cappy baby, okay? What's going on for the Cappuccinos, the capybaras? What's popping? Message is showing up for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information, please, is going to be in store here for our zodiac sign of Capricorn in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for you? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Team Cappy. Overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Cups. You could be connecting here possibly with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Queen of Wands, what it is you're dealing with, 9 of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for the Cappies is going to be the 3 of Cups in the reverse showing up here as well. So pretty interesting stuff here. I feel like this is about finding the happiness within yourself and really recognizing that you don't need external situations or people to make you happy. And I feel that for you. You're going to have a pretty empowering day here of self-empowerment, self-love, self-happiness, right? So let's go ahead and break this down. Now you start out here, Capricorn, with the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups being representative of the ultimate fulfillment. Taking a look at the current energy, Queen of Wands, energy of excitement, energy of confidence, energy of empowerment. Looking at what you're dealing with, 9 of Swords reversed, the energy of getting rid of any sort of conflicts, any sort of things that have been burdening you or kind of tackling you down emotionally. And looking at the outcome for you, 3 of Cups reversed, you know, getting kind of away from the connection with others and the connection with people and kind of focusing on that connection with yourself. So this is about recognizing I don't need to rely on other people to be happy. You know, I don't need to rely necessarily on other individuals to really fulfill me at this point in time in my life. You know, this is going to be the time where I'm starting to find fulfillment within myself. And I think you've always heard that, acknowledged it, and known that that's the case. Capricorn, I'm sure you've heard, you know, times a dozen, you know, hey, you are the person who should love yourself. You are the person who should find happiness within yourself. But I think that your next 24-hour period is like where you finally embody that. It's like, yeah, I know I've always heard it, but I finally feel like I get it now. Like, I don't need to rely on other people. I don't need to rely on friends. I don't need to rely on family. I don't need to rely on things like money to be complete and happy. It's like I'm figuring out how to be whole and complete within me. There may be some Capricorns, by the way, who already have done this and are feeling whole and complete. And if that's the case for you, cool. Like if that's where you're at in your path and your timeline, wonderful. But I think for the Capricorns and the group of Capricorns, this will resonate to, or those of you that are like, yeah, I can finally get it now. Like I see it, I'm living it, I'm experiencing it. Like I understand it. Like I don't need anything else or anyone else. Like I am the sole provider of my happiness. I am the sole provider of my enjoyment and pleasure in this world. Everything else is just an added bonus. It's like I could see that now because I'm living it now, right? And that's a pretty awesome and beautiful feeling. That energy of wholeness. You know, some people struggle their entire lives never finding that energy, always craving it, wishing they can have it, but never necessarily having it for themselves. So it's tough, but I'm definitely happy to see Capricorns in this good space. So I love that for you. Of course, if this resonates, that's amazing. It's awesome. If it's not your story, no worries. But thank you so much, Cappies, for tuning in here nonetheless. Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Of course, take it if it resonates, Capricorn. Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for coming out here nonetheless. Okay. All right, everybody. By the way, Orpheus, I want to say thanks. What's up, man? You said, hey, Aunt, as always, you look great. And thank you for all your hard work. Enjoy your Wedgie Wednesday. Thank you, Orpheus. Really, really appreciate you. Anyhow, everybody, with that all being said, guys, thank you for coming out here to the daily reading. Hopefully you had fun. Much love and appreciation to everybody here. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Helps out a lot more than you know. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family, okay? Anyways, guys, much love and support to you. Have a wonderful and amazing rest of your Wednesday, whether it's the evening or the day for you. I hope you've had a great one so far, and I hope you continue to have a great rest of your time. As always, everybody, thank you to those of you who sent in donations today, guys. Those really do help out a lot more than you know, so thank you for that. It really means a lot. Of course, shout out to our beautiful members. Shout out to our beautiful subscribers, our soul family. I love each and every single one of you. Shout out to our moderators, guys. Thank you guys for doing awesome work on the channel. I really appreciate your hard work. It means a lot. And yeah, with that being said, guys, it's been a wonderful day here today, so I hope you had a wonderful one too. More yearly readings coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll be getting more of those posted as the rest of this week goes on and as next week goes on. So for those of you waiting for yearly readings, they'll be coming out soon. Word to the wise, if you're a Taurus or an Aries, check out your 2024 yearly tarot reading. That video is already posted on the channel, okay? All right, guys. Much love and appreciation. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Happy hump day to you, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to the Soul Family, and guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, y'all, and peace.